Good morning, YouTube. Hey guys, we're here on a little project this morning. We're going to start a little wet this morning. Had a real heavy dew last night, early this morning. Had a lot of rain over the weekend, but we're going to see if we can do a little demo job here. It's not a big job. We got some lines out here at the road. Right here we got some communication lines. These lines out here at the road, they usually run pretty deep. They're the main lines feeding the neighborhood or the development. And we got some orange lines here, but we're not going to be out here at the road except right up here at that crepe myrtle right there at the mailbox. We got a few little bushes to take up right there, and we got a gas line coming in over here on the side, which is out of our work zone. But we're gonna come up in here and right here on this foundation. We got some butterfly bushes here on the corner right here. We're gonna dig up. This is where work starts right here, and we're gonna tear these up. Everything across the front foundation comes out. We got some round leaf hollies in there, some azaleas. Look like we got a big nandina back there. Got some, looks like some Japanese hollies right here, I think. Right there. Got some more plants over here on this side. Got another nandina, got a big rose bush. Got a lot of perennials over here. Got some liripe in there we're gonna get out. Like I said, we're gonna take that out there at the mailbox. Got a few plants out there. This old cherry tree, it's about done all it's gonna do. It's about on its last leg. It's struggling. It's got a lot of lichens on it. It's on its way out, so they decided to go ahead and take it out. We're gonna try to dig it out instead of grinding it. We might have to go back and get the grinder on this thing, get this thing out, depending on that stump. It's a pretty healthy stump right there after we get this thing out. But what we're gonna try to do is come in out here off the driveway. We're gonna try to work everything off the driveway that we can to stay off of this grass. These folks has worked pretty hard on their grass, and we're gonna try to stay off of it. We're gonna come up through here, and then when we get right here at the walkway, we're probably gonna put some plywood down right here. We are gonna put plywood here and work off the plywood, so we'll try to keep everything clean and stay out of the grass. But look, I'm gonna set you guys up here on this thing and see if we can get this old machine cranked up and see if we can get started and see if we can tear up a little bit of ground here and make these folks happy here, get out. But we are working for a landscaper. There's a landscaper. We do a lot of demo work for different landscapers, and we come in and get everything removed and ground out or dug out or taken down, and that way when their crews come in, they don't have to worry about chainsaws and somebody cutting their leg, and they just come in and start prepping the beds, and they go to town on plant, and they got a clean slate they can just start with. But that's kind of a little project we're going to start this morning. Just hang around with us. We'll see what we can do. And if you like what you see, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and a like button, and if you will, comment and tell us what you might want to see. We do a variety of different type of jobs. We do small tree work, stump grinding, a lot of drainage work. We've just coming out of the seeding, is what I'll tell you. We've been in the seeding mode, seems like, for the last 2 months, and we've actually got one more to do. See, a little seeding project. We're kind of getting late into the seeding window, but it's about over with. But anyway, comment and let us know what you like. Tell us what it's like in your part of the world if you see our video, how you guys do things, and we'll respond back to you. If you see something that we might could do different, let us know. We'd like to hear from you. Talk to you in a little bit. These bushes right here, we got those communication lines running right there. Those communication lines, I might have mentioned, them things are pretty deep. They usually run about 2 foot deep. You can't never tell, but these bushes that we're digging out, they're sitting right on top of the ground. What I'll do, I'll reach in there and grab them with a thumb and see if we can't just pull them things out. Usually where we run into problems on these cable lines and TV lines is the secondary lines that's running from the box to the house. Those are not really deep. Them things is usually about anywhere from 2 to 3, 6 inches deep. Should be deeper than that, but that's usually where we tear out most of the lines, is if they're not marked correctly, or either they're real shallow, you know. But these right here, I'm gonna kind of probe around here and stick this machine in there, see if we can't just grab these bushes by the base and see if we can tear them up. Let's see what we can do with these things. Turn you guys around here. We're gonna save about 10 or 12 of these little old laripe right here in this perennial bed here. All the other stuff's gonna be trashed. Taking out these bushes over here at the mailbox. Something I didn't mention, we try to keep shallow on that, keep from getting in the roots of that crepe myrtle right there. Try to keep disturbing as much roots there as we can. That tree's a pretty nice tree, but let me see if we can get this perennials dug out and this laripe staved. Wyatt will be here in a minute. He had to go get some stuff this morning, take care of some stuff. He's bringing a dump trailer. We'll get this thing loaded up and get her cleaned up.
Alright guys, I want to show you something right here. So what we did, we started in this bed right over here, right there, and kind of worked ourselves in and stayed on this sidewalk. That way we don't mess up this turf and this grass. It's a little wet today, so we didn't want to get the machine on the grass and risk the chance of tearing it up. But what we did, we kind of went in on that sidewalk and leafed everything around right here to the side and kind of leapfrogged everything out while staying in the bed and on the sidewalk. So that's kind of the thought process there. Try to stay off the grass as much as possible. We brought 2 sheets of plywood just in case we had to get on it, but we're pretty much covered right here. And just like that right there, Dad leapfrogging, he's in one spot. He's taking from the pile he piled up right here and putting it right there. And then when he gets out, he'll pile it up there and then load it up. So kind of a leapfrog, and really he's been working by himself for 12 years until I came on, and that's kind of the best way to make one entrance and come out at the same time and carry everything with you, leapfrogging and not making as much mess. So that's why we do that. And still got this pile over here to get. The rest of this laripe up. We plucked about 10 or 12 bushes of that up, hauled it around back. We got this cherry tree to take out, and we'll get some real-time footage of that for you guys. We're gonna take out this little cherry tree and hopefully dig up the stump. We might have to go back and get the grinder. Dad's already jumped ahead of me here. Get some of them limbs off. I'm gonna grab the chainsaw and he's gonna grab them, and I'm gonna cut them with a pole saw. See about getting this tree out. That's a little unorthodox tree work for you. We don't do a whole lot of tree work, just small stuff that we can manage like that. You know, you saw Dad grabbing some of them, me cutting some of them, but you know, no chance of anything damaging anything with the house or anything like that. So feel pretty comfortable when we can to do it. I'm leaving those high right there. That way Dad can have some pressure, some leverage against that stump and getting it rocking back and forth and hopefully broke loose and dug up around. But if that don't work, then we'll run back and get the stump grinder. But cherry tree is pretty dead, so it should come up pretty good. All right, folks, coming back with you. Got a finished project here. Got everything cleaned up real nice. And this is another clean slate for the landscaper to come in and redesign this thing and plant what's going to enhance the yard and all that good stuff. So to kind of give him a blank canvas to work with here. Got all these bushes up. Everything grubbed up and plucked out. Got this tree removed. Cut it down, dug the stump up. Everything up into this bed right here. Down alongside the driveway here. And around this crepe myrtle in the mailbox. Everything came up nice.